Bear Republic, Sarah Collins here to tell you about Prop 61, which is all about drugs, sex, and rock and roll. Okay, not really the last two. It's just about drugs. 61's goal is to lower the rate at which California state agencies buy drugs from pharmaceutical companies. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, pharmaceutical drug spending in 2015 was about $457 billion, or about 17% of total healthcare spending in the United States. Prop 61 plans to lower drug costs by mandating that pharmaceutical companies sell California the same drugs as they do the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, also known as the VA, and do so at the same price. But it's a bit more complicated than that. Drugs are not always sold at the same price because each buyer negotiates a contract. The VA usually gets drugs at a price cheaper than other groups do. In a Prop 61 advocate's ideal world, pharmaceutical companies would comply and charge California the same rate for drugs as they charge the VA. But according to the California Legislative Analyst's Office, that's only one of the bill's several possible outcomes if it passes. One thing that could happen is drug companies could comply but raise prices on other drugs not purchased by the VA to make up for missed profit margins. Pharmaceutical companies could also refuse to comply, and the state can't really force them to. They could also get around the proposition by offering the state and the VA different but equivalent drugs and charge different prices for them. And finally, pharmaceutical companies could raise the price they offer the VA, so everyone has to pay more. So whether the proposition does what it intends or not, we don't really know. Prop 61 is the most expensive ballot measure battle this year, with opposition spending 6 times the amount of support, and is on track to have the most money spent on it in the nation's history. Whatever you decide about Prop 61, that's yes to tie CA drug prices to the VA, no to keep them separate. You can give California a penny for your thoughts when you vote on Tuesday, November 8th.